So
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley area. Thank you so much for joining in today live here from Studio 14. Again, it is a beautiful sunny day outside today. Now, weather-wise, we are getting into the 70s. Oh my goodness. Quite the higher day in temperatures today. We've got sunny early, then partly cloudy, and a little bit windy for tonight. High of 79 degrees is going to be very, very nice outside. So that is going to be very, very good. Looking forward, of course, to that. Also here, too, we are going to be seeing a chance of thunderstorms coming into tonight. We're going to be seeing that low of about 55 degrees or so. That's what the prediction is that we are going to be seeing for tonight. And then for tomorrow and Sunday, we're going to be seeing kind of a different temperatures here. High of 62, low of 31, and then a high of only 43 for Sunday and a low of 27. So again, we are going to be seeing that different fluctuation in the weather and in the temperatures. So today is definitely the nicest day to get outside and enjoy. Now, of course, as we all know, many of us do love some good sweets, right? We like, some of us have a good sweet tooth. I definitely do for sure. And hey, if you want to embark yourself on a flavor journey, a flavor adventure like no other, well, a place called Candy Quest has you covered. From the sweet streets of Japan to the rich chocolates of Switzerland, they've handpicked the most unique candies from around the globe. So please welcome the owners. We've got Bill here and his wife. Thank you so much for joining us today. How you both doing?
We're doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. I'm so excited to have you guys on here on WRMN talking about Candy Quest. Now, our good friend of mine and ours here at the station, David Tees, came by one day and called into the station one time and said, there's this place called Candy Quest. Have you ever heard of it before? I was like, no, I never have. So he said, well, I want to talk on the phone. And I know we talked on the phone a little bit too. And I did some research and he gave me your card, which is a very cool card, by the way, too. I absolutely love it. And so here we are. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and what got you interested in starting to run a unique candy store that is Candy Quest.
Do you want to start?
You can go.
Okay.
And I'll fill in.
Well, so we've always wanted to own our own store. We just didn't know and weren't sure what type of store initially we wanted to own. Mm-hmm. We have lived in the West Dundee area for quite a few years now. There is another candy store in town. We became really good friends with them. Going to their store got us interested in potentially owning or running our own candy store one day. So when the opportunity arose, we jumped and we went head first. And here we are today with a candy store.
That is so cool. Now, a little information about the store. The store is located in West Dundee. So this is at the Century Plaza. I'm familiar with the Century Plaza because growing up, I loved going to Dominic's.
Yes.
Which is right near there too.
We're two doors
down. 2 doors down. I love it.
2 doors down.
Yeah. It's always fun to explain to people where you're located because you've got Dominic's Pizzeria, ABC DUI, and then a candy store. So we're kind of next to the two. But yeah, that's where we are, Century Plaza.
Very cool. Now, when did you first open at Century Plaza?
We opened June 14th was our soft opening, and then we had our party for our grand opening on June 15th.
Very cool. That's so cool. Now, the thing about Candy Quest, folks, if you don't know this is not your old average candy store. No. They've got some pretty awesome things. The main thing, too, is, of course, the fact that you've got candy from around the world. Tell us how you're able to get all these different candies.
Yeah, so that's the trick question that everybody wants to know. So when we decided to go into this and to open a candy store, we didn't just want to do the same old. Everybody has old time candy, and we love old time candy. Don't get me wrong. That's one of my favorite styles of candy is the classic candy. We wanted to bring something different out to the northwest suburbs, though. So we decided if we're going to do this, let's expand and let's try to get candy from everywhere. If a country makes it, if somebody makes it, we want candy from there.
We wanted to be like a one-stop shop.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can go, you can get your nostalgia candy in our store. You can get your international candy. You can get trending candies from TikTok, as well as our store. And that's where we wanted to be. We wanted to cater to a variety of different tastes.
So with that being said, so do you follow, I'm sure you follow a lot of different social media platforms and you see what's the latest and the greatest that people are trending in and you say, okay, let's also kind of embark on that journey too.
Yeah, so we actually were one of the first set of candy stores in the Chicagoland area to carry what is called peelers, which is a candy from Amos. They have, they started with banana, mango. What other ones did they have?
Orange. It was banana,
Orange?
mango, and orange were the first 3 starting flavors.
Oh, wow.
And nobody had them in the area.
We'd get calls like every day for our peelers.
Oh, that's so cool.
So we managed to find a distributor. We managed to find somebody who could bring them in from overseas. And like my wife said, we were one of the first stores in the suburbs for sure that were carrying the candies.
That is so cool. Now, were both of you as kids, did you like a lot of candy? Were you kind of candy people as kids or not really?
So that's where we differ a lot.
I grew up not eating candy, and I'm also a type 2 diabetic.
Okay. Okay. So different.
I grew up living on candy. You know, I grew up in Michigan, so we would collect cans in the summertime. We would trade our cans in for 10 cents. We'd go to the store and we'd spend all of our money getting candy at the store. So I grew up on it. I've always had a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I definitely did too, especially my favorite holiday really is Halloween. So going out, trick-or-treating with the candy, seeing if there's any unique candies out there too. I still to this day remember some candy that I ate. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten it because it tasted like soap. It was like
Probably violets.
Yeah,
or something.
there's a candy called violets. Most
It's
people,
like an old lady perfume.
most people don't like them. It's one of my favorite candies.
Oh my goodness, really?
It tastes just like perfume smells.
I want to see it because I remember what it looked like.
Too bad you didn't
Howard's
bring it.
violets. I don't think we brought any. It's made by C. Howard.
Oh no, I'm not familiar with this candy. Oh my goodness.
It's a classic type of candy.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and it tastes exactly the way it smells.
Wow. Now this looks like it's made. Is this Russian?
So that's not the version we have. We have the one on the left there. It's
The far left.
the far left.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one right there. That's the version we carry there.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wow. Oh, that is so
It's
cool.
an acquired taste. If you like the taste of perfume, you would absolutely love it.
You know you like that,
I
though.
know. It's a very floral taste. How about that?
Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I mean, we could probably talk for hours on the different candies that you
Yeah.
have. What would you say is the most popular one that people really take away? I mean, I know that that's a really broad question just because there's so many.
Yeah. So,
I know which one.
I know. Yeah. So lately, the most popular candy we have in our store would be squashies.
And we only heard about it because one of the other tenants in Century Plaza wanted to have a Taylor Swift party.
Okay.
And her favorite candy is apparently squashies.
Okay.
And so we ended up getting squashies, and we had them for a while, and nobody was purchasing them. And then all of a sudden, I guess TikTok got a hold of them as well and blew up. So we have the ones actually, you can buy American versions, but we actually had the UK version of squashies, which
Oh,
are the
wow.
best.
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
That you can't get here. So you have to import them in. So I think we brought.
Oh yeah, you've got
we
you've
did.
got a goodie tree.
Yeah. So if you want, I don't know if you want to dig through or anything.
Oh, my goodness.
We did bring some stuff. We did bring
Oh,
squashies.
thank you.
These are the
Okay.
squashies.
So these are the
They're
squashies.
amazing.
Oh
So
my goodness.
it's not a marshmallow. It's not a gummy.
It's
a
like all in
hybrid.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has the texture of a marshmallow, but it's got the chew of a gummy.
You mind if I try some?
Oh no! Open them up. They're
We have a few people that are addicted to them.
yeah. Like I said,
Oh my
Well, I
goodness.
am, but we have some friends down the street too where that's
yeah.
Oh, they smell amazing.
Yeah. They're really good.
Ooh, this is strawberries and okay. So folks, this is the strawberries and cream.
that's our new flavor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start doing what is it, mukbang or ASMR with these?
Yes. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna taste it. You're right. Not quite marshmallow, but it's like
It's like a hybrid almost. It's
Yes.
It's like a marshmallow, but it's got a gummy chew to it. Yeah.
I love them. They're great.
Yeah, they're really good.
I definitely recommend these, folks. These are really good.
Yeah,
My
that's
goodness,
a big
wow.
seller. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we have some nostalgia candy that sells really well. The satellite wafers from back in the day. It's the wafer with either the beads or the powder in it. Those constantly fly off the shelves. But as far as newer candy, the squashies for sure. That's one
Our
of
peelers are next.
The peelers are next. We
The-
did bring peelers as
These
well.
ones as well.
Now those are called
They're
peelers.
Bubs.
So these are Bub Skulls. These
Okay.
are from Sweden.
Oh, all right.
These are really, really popular on social media right now.
Okay.
Super sour.
Super sour. So
Oh,
if
these
you
are. I might have to maybe try it when I'm not on the air because I'll be puckering my face too much.
Yeah, so that's a sour candy. Oh, and then we did bring other squashies as well because we couldn't just bring one.
I
That
had to bring the
one.
other one. This one too.
You have
That
to
one
try
tastes like bubble gum.
Oh my goodness.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
Not like a flavor, like you're chewing a piece of bubble gum, and you can swallow
Wow.
it.
That's the best part. There's no
Yeah, there
guilt.
you go.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Okay, well,
you have to.
I'm gonna have to try it. I told people I'm gonna be trying these candies on
Just
the
take a
air.
big whiff of the bag.
Oh my goodness. That's bubble gum.
should have
That's
bought the
bubble gum.
durian candy
That's
for
bubble
him.
gum. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. I don't want to swallow it
I know.
because it's so bubble gum.
Yeah.
Oh my
Tastes like
goodness!
bubble gum,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how much flavor they pack into those squashies. My favorite is the green apple, but we carry banana. We carry a lot of different flavors.
Yeah,
of the
we did get the
squashies.
new Easter edition in. It's pineapple and orange.
Ooh.
It's very refreshing. It's not overly pineapple. It's not overly orange. It's just very refreshing.
Now, to kind of go off a little bit off of the candy side of things, you also do offer video games that people can play too.
Yeah, so
Well, let's start before that. So when we were decorating the store,
Yeah.
we weren't sure. We were thinking, well, we're going to buy a bunch of candy pitchers and like candy knickknacks or whatever. And we were looking around our house, and I said, let's just make us video game themed. And so then that led into us actually having playable games at the store.
Yeah, so a little bit more backstory. My wife and I have been collecting video games and video game memorabilia for the past 20 years.
Oh wow!
So we
Cool.
have tons. When I say tons, 2 storage units, a garage. We have a lot of stuff. So when she mentioned it, she said, let's just make a video game themed candy store. It just made sense because we already had all the decorations. So we do have a video game lounge in the back. We do have a nice couch. We have chairs. We've got an Xbox, a PlayStation 5, a Nintendo Switch. It's all free to play. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to buy any candy. You can just come in, get out of the heat, get out of the rain.
We have a lot of teenagers that come up.
Yeah, and they can do that. So it's fun.
that's
We also have
awesome.
a small arcade machine. It does have 2,000 games on it, so you can
Oh
come
my
in and play
goodness,
that as
wow.
well. Yeah, so we're trying to be a little
cool.
bit different. We wanted to be more than just a candy store, so we consider
A
ourselves.
place to hang out. Because a lot
Yeah.
of candy stores, you go in, you grab your candy, you book out of there.
Yeah.
But we wanted to be something where people could stay.
Yep.
Hopefully, they would see something else that they wanted while
I think
there.
that really makes you guys very unique. Not just on top of course, also having all these different candies,
Yeah.
but also having a place where people can stay and people can relax. And I'll share the picture on the screen here. This is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
What you guys have to offer here. You've got the cute little neon lights there.
Yep.
People will bring their toddlers to play the smaller machine, the little
Oh, yeah.
little Pac-Man machine,
That
which
is so cool.
cute.
Yeah, and we brought that in because a lot of the littles come in and they want to play the big arcade machine, but they're too small. So I had the little one at the house, and I figured, this would be great. They can come in, they can sit down. It's the perfect size. We also have a tiny mini shopping cart that the littles can come in, and they can fill up their shopping cart, and they can walk around the store.
Oh, that is so cool.
So yeah, we try to cater to everybody when
Oh
they
my
come into
goodness.
our store. We also, since we're talking about video games, we also offer Dungeons and Dragons every Wednesday and Saturday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so if anybody out there lost their party, if they don't have a place to play anymore, every Wednesday, starting at 6 o'clock, we do have a professional DM that comes in there, Dungeon Master Dave. He comes in there every Wednesday and Saturday. He hosts our Dungeons and Dragons tournaments. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. You just show up and have a good time.
That is so cool.
And he'll have themed campaigns as well. So for Thanksgiving, there was like a evil turkey
He's
or
like
something.
a giant
in that.
evil turkey. you
Oh,
had to
wow.
defeat. Yeah, so he themes all of the Dungeons and Dragons events around the holidays if we can.
That is
And they're
really
kid
cool.
friendly too. We have a lot of like preteens that come and play.
Lots of kids that come and play that want to learn how to play and things like that.
That is really cool. So, are there any other events that you do have here as well? Because I'm looking at your page here. A lot of people do dress up as well
Yeah.
too. So I think that's really cool also.
Yeah, so we do host quite a few events actually.
Yeah, we have a Easter party coming on the 13th. Oh, that was from our grand opening.
That was our grand opening. We had Mario and Princess Peach.
I love it.
Running
That's so
around the
cool.
store. We did have a face painter. We had a DJ out front playing music. So it was kind of a big deal. We kind of went over the top.
We had a lot of people though. Our store was. I was
Yeah.
gonna say butt to gut, but I don't know if I can say that on radio.
It was a 45-minute wait to get through the line.
Oh my goodness!
At one
Wow.
point. Yeah, we were expecting maybe 30 people, and the community showed out. So thank you to the community if we haven't thanked you enough already.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Now I got to ask. So I was adopted from Russia. Do you have any Russian candy?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
We have Polish,
That'd be the closest.
Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good too. Or Finnish. I got a little bit.
We
of
do have
We do have
Finnish.
Finnish. I do
gotta-
I thought we
have.
had Finnish in there. No,
No, this is Swedish. I don't think we brought any Finnish candy. We do have Finnish candy. I do have
Okay.
stuff
we have
from Finland.
Icelandic.
I have Icelandic.
Oh,
candy.
I'm so
If you-
excited. This is so
if you like,
cool.
that's our Iceland.
Our Icelandic bars are very, very popular.
Ooh, look at this. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
we have a
look
hard
at
time
this.
actually keeping the Icelandic chocolate in stock.
That is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's really good. It's smooth. It's a bit more bitter than a traditional American chocolate.
Okay.
Because it uses more pure ingredients. There aren't a lot of emulsifiers and things like that. in
Have
there.
you noticed with American candies, there's a lot more sugar?
There's a huge difference.
Any chocolate is chocolate flavored in Europe if it's from the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't, our standards don't meet their standards over
Mm-hmm.
there. So if you go to like the UK and you get like an American Kit Kat, it's chocolate flavored.
Okay. I see.
Whereas here we just consider it chocolate. In Europe though, they have stronger regulations regarding what can go in
Mm-hmm.
to food. So their candy is often a bit bitter, but a bit creamier and smoother because you're getting more of that natural cocoa flavor.
And sometimes they adjust the chocolate it has certain melting points.
Okay.
So we have these icy bars
Yeah,
that you
Go
can
ahead.
tell more about it because I can't really eat them.
Yeah, so we have two different types of chocolate that are made with coconut oil. So
Okay.
their melting point is really low. So if you were to hold it in your hand for a minute, it would just be a puddle in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't get them in the summer. The melting point's too low to actually ship.
Okay.
So we can only get them in the cool months. So one of the candies we have in right now, we won't be able to get back in until September, October.
Okay.
So our icy bars, our icy naps. We also carry the ice cubes, which is a classic candy as well, but they're an American version, so they melt a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a lot of interesting things.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So the process of getting these candies, sometimes it can take a while. It just kind of depends, really.
It's funny because we're always saying, if somebody ever asks us, like your top 10 things that surprised you the most about owning a candy store, I think the number one thing for me would be how different the shipping and distributing part of it is.
You would think it's like Amazon, but it's not.
Yeah, we assumed it was going to be like that. You know, you'll place an order on Monday, by Wednesday you've got your candy, right?
It could be like 10 days later.
Yeah, it could be up to 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you place your order on Monday and you're like, well, just sitting around waiting. So I think that's one of the things that surprised us the most is how slow the candy distribution system is.
And related to that is a lot of out of stocks as well. Like just for example, malt balls. There was a shortage of malt,
Okay.
the inside of the malt balls, and so like there was delays on malt balls for I don't even know how many months.
Just months of delays. So we'd have people constantly calling and coming in asking for specific candies, and we couldn't do anything about it because the manufacturer who made the malt couldn't make the malt.
Okay.
So there are things that we weren't expecting going into it, but it's that's
You learn a lot.
you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
Like you learn about companies going out of business and trying to keep their product in and seeing what happens with them. And
Yeah. Well, here's a good example. So a lot of the listeners will probably remember the Clark bar from back in the day. The Clark bar was a very popular candy bar back in the day, and it still is very popular today.
they're oversold.
The company oversold the Clark bar, so nobody could get those in for 6 months up to a year.
Oh, wow.
We just got one box in. We were allowed to get one box in, and it could be another 6 months before we get any more in because the company oversold it by.
And we've
over
already
a
sold
million
half of
units.
the box
Oh, wow.
already.
Yeah.
And we've had it in for about maybe 2 weeks now, maybe a week and a half.
Yeah.
But there's other things too, like Astro Pops as well. We don't know when they're coming back. There's a lot of candies. There's an Annabelle's. They were manufacturing. What are those candies called?
Rocky Road. So
Rocky
the Rocky Road
Roads.
candy bar made by a company called Annabelle's.
They make Uno bars as well.
They officially went out of business last September. So another company came in, bought all the recipes, transferred everything over to their manufacturing plant, and all that candy is going to be coming back. But there's a delay now because we're waiting on the new candy to be made.
Okay.
So there's a lot to the candy industry that we didn't know.
Yeah. Have you ever attempted to make your own candy?
No, but we have thought about it. That is in.
Okay.
It's
One of our long-term dreams.
It's a long-term goal, but it's
Okay.
it's in the works though.
Very cool.
So.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is so exciting. You've got so many different candies. I can't wait to actually stop in person. We're going to have to do like a live broadcast with you guys. I think it
that'd
would
be
be
great.
so much fun.
Yeah.
If you have an event coming up, of course. And oh my goodness, this is so cool. So folks, feel free, of course, to check in and comment on the YouTube side of things, youtube.com/WRMN Radio. We do have some comments here as well. Let's take a look here. It's saying, hi, everyone. That's the Dutchman's. How you doing today? Very good. Thank you so much. The Dutchman says, I love sweet tarts. Sweet tarts are good, too. So
We carried, that's actually one of my only candies I think I ate as a kid. My dad used to buy them for me.
Yeah.
But
Very cool.
we carry sweet tarts.
Yeah, we do carry sweet tarts. We made sure to carry the candies we grew up on that we loved the most.
Okay.
So that's why we have the violets. That's why we have the sweet tarts.
Very cool. Now, I do have a comment here from my dad actually commenting. There was a blight that afflicted the cocoa plant this year. Has that impacted the cost of chocolate badly?
So not badly,
Okay.
but it has impacted the cost of chocolate. Chocolate did
Okay.
go up. Yeah, so we did.
Pretty much everything has gone up.
Yeah, everything has gone up, unfortunately. Yeah, but chocolate, yeah, it did affect it. Yeah.
Okay.
And we did see it wasn't terrible. It wasn't something where we had to raise our prices. And that's another thing. We understand the market fluctuates. We try not to raise our prices as much as possible because we know how tough everything is nowadays, so we try to keep everything down. So some things will go up, like the cost of chocolate, but we do our best to make sure to keep our prices the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what would you say, because we only have about a couple minutes left. The time has flown by so fast
Yeah.
already. I love talking with you guys. What is the most, we'll say, unique candy that's like, oh my goodness, like people are
The
like,
durian candy.
So
we kind of bought it as a joke, though.
we have two that I would
You had to
say.
tell them about the guys that got it and how like the guy almost.
Oh, well, so okay, so I'll be really quick. We have two really interesting types of candy that I would love everybody to try. So the first one is it's a piece of hard candy based on the durian fruit. And if you know anything about the durian fruit, it's one of the stinkiest fruits in the world.
Oh,
there
wow.
are certain countries where they will not let you cut it open out in public because the smell is so bad.
oh wow.
So we have the candy that is based on the fruit. When you open the wrapper, you can literally smell it 20 feet away.
Oh my
It smells
goodness.
like kerosene.
Yeah, it's one of the most
oh wow.
awful smells you could probably smell. And I don't recommend opening it in small places, but it's very tasty once you get past the smell. It becomes very sweet.
Okay.
The other weird candy we have is a gummy in the shape of a corn on the cob that literally tastes
Tastes like a corn.
like corn on the cob.
oh wow.
If you were to take a can of corn, open it up, and eat a spoonful of canned corn, and then ate the corn gummy, the only difference would be the texture.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so those are our two most.
We have some people
unique
addicted to those corn gummies.
items. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have to buy them by bulk because
my
we have a lot
goodness.
of people. That
Well, I'm going to have you guys back on the air again another day because, oh my goodness, we could talk so much about candy.
Yeah,
Thank
same
you
here.
both so much for
yeah.
joining us. Folks, you can find more information. Go to their Facebook page. That's Candy Quest West Dundee, or go to their website. That is candyquestwd.com. Feel free to check them out. I definitely will for sure. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. We
you.
appreciate it.
Of course. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch